been away abroad with Manchester City, away with the Philadelphia Union first team since coming back into the United States. And Richter said last week of their own in the 1-0 win against FC Cincinnati II, the beneficiary of a Noah Adnan own goal. Of when to play long versus when to play heavy metal football the last time they met up. Marie Durr is our center referee. She sounds the whistle, and we are off and going forward in down low to Davis. Well defended was Davis, but now the real work begins for Toronto. Emergency clearance away there from Reed Fisher. Up forward, trying to find Joshua Nugent, the Toronto FC Academy alum. Fighting off a challenge is Ayari. Ayari operating on the left, waits, slides it central. Nugent turns, Bostonberry and Toronto on the board less than 3 minutes in. Olivas able to nudge it over. Here's Davis now, flanked with options. It's LeBlanc on his right. LeBlanc levels it at 1. Kellen LeBlanc. On the move, here comes LaFleur in Philadelphia. Laid off centrally, it's Davis! Last-ditch effort on the stop from De Rosario that concedes a corner. Philadelphia continuing to find options in behind in transition. That time it's Davis. He'll play that short option. Cycling it around, Pariano from distance! Off the woodwork and out! Screamer off the crossbar from Nick Pariano. Inches from giving Philadelphia Union a 2-1 advantage. Sullivan drives this in with pace, falling right in front. Notice Kateji can't take the touch. Griffin back out wide, lifted inside. Still pinballing around. Falls to Olivas. Here's Griffin, has it knocked away. LaFleur to Olivas. Now Olivas negotiating, that goes off the post. Philadelphia really turning the screws over these last 15 minutes. De Rosario able to get a finger. Hassan Ayari will take this. Ayari lofts it into the thick of it, headed down, it's cleared off the line and hacked away by Philadelphia. Toronto FC minutes ago almost had a 2-1 lead, cleared off the line by the captain, Nick Pariano. Possession lives for Toronto FC 2. Possession-oriented style and what he refers to as heavy metal football. That balance was something that he felt like they did not strike that well in the 5-0 loss here in Subaru Park in the first matchup of the season against Philadelphia Union 2. Still trying to find that balance here as we carry in toward the final minutes of this opening half. It's one back by Philadelphia. Quickly up ahead, here's LeBlanc operating. Up ahead, inside, Olivas is in. Olivas trying to get past Kapoor and cannot. Davis was trying to give it back to Kellen LeBlanc. That took a deflection off the shoulder, and Marie Durr will whistle for a stoppage. Sullivan in Toronto FC feeling some pressure. Kapoor has to just drive that away from it. We'll get a little bit of a reprieve as that's out for a throw in. Toronto back-to-back road wins against Crew 2 and Chattanooga FC A late comeback in that contest for the Young Reds to pull off the 2-1 win against the former Eastern Conference leaders in Chattanooga FC. Trying to find if they can pull out a win today, what would be their third consecutive road win, something they have not achieved since July 18th through August 12th of 2022, going back to the inaugural MLS Next Pro campaign. We'll have to deal with Philadelphia's offense, though, who's on the move. Davis gives it up. Here's Olivas, rolls it wide. Ryan Richter, I'd wanted to see his team improve on their struggles on holding on to the ball. Right now it's Toronto FC who have struggled in this first. Give it back up to Pariano. Finds its way over to LaFleur. Pariano driving, cleared away, falls back to Neil Pierre. Pierre trying to work it back out wide, ultimately ricochets back to the feet of Pariano. Then comes to rest at the feet of Kellen LeBlanc. LeBlanc at the end line, wants to peel this one back and cannot. Richard Chukwu, the 17-year-old, well defending that time. But Philadelphia again, keeping it in the Toronto half of things. Griffin's pass knocked away, falls back to him. Off the back heel of Davis. Ahead, Olivas, back to Sullivan, out wide, headed down and in! Jordan Griffin makes it 2. Here's Kellen LeBlanc, advantage played. LeBlanc whips this in, headed toward De Rosario, who makes the grab, and there is the whistle. 3 goals in the opening 45 minutes, 2 unanswered. Trying to claw their way back and give themselves a bit of cushion of insurance between them and NYCFC 2. Now back underway off the second whistle from Marie Durr. Almost 5 minutes deep into the second half, had 26 at the halftime break. Lifted up ahead, here's Edwards. Tightly defending him is Jordan Griffin, had a goal in the opening half. 48 Central plays it back out wide. Bossenberry drives it in front, headed down and in! Bossenberry, the connection with the Pennsylvania native Michael Sullivan. His third, 2. Out of the reach of Sullivan, who had the goal earlier in this first half to level things up at 2 apiece. Lifted forward and cleared away. Now 48 to Bossenberry, who gives it back. Bossenberry able to start and stop and get past Griffin. Still Bossenberry now. Bossenberry rolls it ahead. Pierre steps in front. They can't clear it away. Edwards to Ayari. On his right, Ayari bangs it off the post and out. The post on this end of things continues to be cruel. Philadelphia ringing it twice in that first half. A chance to counter here for Philadelphia Union 2 as Sullivan goes sliding to the ground. Michael Sullivan, that is, for Toronto FC. The final act of regulation in the books. Marie Durr sounds the whistle. No winner to be found through 90 minutes. Lucas Olguin will step up to the spot. Olguin scores! A casual little run up to the spot, and Olguin after the opening round. Korzeniowski stutters and drives it in. Adisa de Rosario protesting to Marie Durr, responsible for sending this contest to a penalty shootout. Michael Sullivan scores, no, off the post and out. Well hit with the right foot. Michael Sullivan missing on Toronto's second attempt. Now here's Neil Pierre. He misses high. Driven right at Holbrook. And they score. It's Mark Fisher, the Calgary native, putting Toronto. Anderson rolls it in and beats De Rosario. Just hesitating at the last moment before hitting it. Freezes De Rosario again. Konstantinos Iliadis, the 19-year-old out of Ontario, now up to the spot. Iliadis drives it in and scores. This one up high in the top netting from Iliadis. 2 penalty shootouts ago against FC Cincinnati 2. Iliadis missed one of 2 penalties missed for Toronto FC 2. And that shootout loss. Able to convert that time from the spot. And now it's Malik Jakupovic, Mr. Instant Offense for Union 2. Jakupovic, he scores. On to Hassan Ayari. Ayari able to chip that in. Has to score to keep this penalty shootout going. Baharia stutters and scores. The 16-year-old nails from the penalty spot. Cool as you like. All even at 4 apiece through the opening 5 rounds of the penalty shootout. And now to the sudden death portion we go. It's Reed Fisher, 23rd overall pick in the Super Draft. Former Pac-12 Freshman of the Year at San Diego State. Fisher builds, scores! How about to ring that off the inside of the far post and in. The post has been Griffin scores. Decent. Here's Marko Stojadinovic. Stojadinovic scores. On to the former Godoy Cruz man, Leandro Soria. Soria scores. Anthony Bostonberry will step up. He got the scoring going all the way back in the 3rd minute. Trying to put Toronto FC back on top. Into the 9th round of this penalty shootout we go. Bostonberry stops, stutters. Bostonberry rolls it in. Gianni Chimini. Pariano runs up, misses, and Toronto FC will take the extra point back to Canada.